What is Lightboard? Put simply, it is a glass whiteboard. LED lights are used at the edges of the glass, which transmit light that increases the brightness and intensity of the special fluorescent markers that are used. The presenter is recorded through the glass, and then the image is flipped in post-production, so that the writing is around the correct way. Here are a few examples of the Lightboard being used in the faculty.
So let's have a look at the late start for activity A. So that will be 5 minus 5, which is 0. So this is the way that...
So therefore, we have to take into account the building depreciation here. And that's 25% of 80,000.
Plus $22,000 into... We are going to be using table 2. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 payments to discount.
So here we need to take these two amounts into here. So they add up to $2,786. And at this point,
you're actually going to have a live briefing with a client. And to emphasize that, it's a real-life client.
In this space, IS curve is downward sloping. So when real interest rate declines from R1 to R2.
What are some of the applications of the Lightboard? Anything you would normally do on a whiteboard can be transposed into the online environment using the Lightboard. It is particularly suited to formulas, equations, problem sets, and drawn diagrams or processes. Why use the Lightboard instead of other tools? Whiteboards work well in a face-to-face classroom, but they become less effective in online teaching, as it can be difficult for the viewer to read what is written, and they are also often looking at the back of the presenter's head. Document cameras are also a great tool, but can be impersonal in an online context. Tablets are another great tool, but can be costly and can take time to configure, record, and edit the recording. So why should you use the Lightboard in your teaching? It requires no setup. It requires no editing on the part of the staff member. It is a familiar environment. The general sentiment from staff is that writing on a physical board is natural and familiar, which puts them at ease. The recordings have a higher quality production value in their sound and image quality, which can increase the viewer's ability to comprehend and absorb the information. It is more personalized and engaging for the online viewer, as they are looking directly at the presenter, not the back of their head, or at just their hand. Here are some tips for when recording with the Lightboard. Try to wear dark clothing. Just like a neon sign, the text will appear brighter against a dark background. You will be wearing a wireless lapel microphone with a battery pack, so wear clothing that can accommodate this. For example, dresses can be problematic because there is often nowhere to clip the battery pack. As the image is mirrored, you should avoid clothing that has any text, logos or images on it, as this will appear backwards on screen. Next steps. To book an appointment, or if you have any questions, please contact the email provided.